We became friends first, then we started dating, and then of course we fell in love. And now I'm officially getting married. Another question I get all the time is, when did Jeff say first that I love you? And another, how did you survive long distance? And Jeff says that, okay, he doesn't believe me when I say this. He's like, I don't remember saying that, but this is for real. I'm a woman, I know exactly when you said I love you. So, when we got home from Big Brother house, finale, everything's done. It was in October. We had been talking off and on, but nothing major. And he asked me to go to Chicago. So I went to Chicago for the first time to see Jeff. And I remember us being out with all his friends because he wanted me to meet everybody. And that was the first night I was there. And I remember we were downtown Chicago and he looked at me and he asked me, he goes, "Do you love me?" And I remember I got so nervous. And I go, "Yeah, I do." And he goes, "No, you don't." And I said, "Yes, I do. Why'd you ask me that? Being honest, I do." And he said, "Well, I love you." And I remember being like, ah, is he for real? And I was like all giddy. And then we kissed, you know, like a movie. So yeah, that's the first time that he says I love you. He remembers it a different way, but that's the way it happened for real, like I'm being honest. And so then the next day, I'm already overwhelmed. I'm in Chicago, I'm meeting his friends for the first time. Then the next day he goes, "Oh, we're going to my brother's house." His whole family is there, not just like immediate family. I mean, it is a reunion. It is the mom's side, the dad's side, cousins, aunts, sisters, brothers, everybody. You want to talk about overwhelming? I still have the family members to this day. I'm like, "Oh, nice meeting you." And they're like, "Oh, I met you at the reunion." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I don't remember that."
Hey. Now, don't you tell me you don't remember me, because I sure as heck fire remember you.
And too, I remember I walked in the house, I was wearing this old Duke shirt and I had this huge, massive pimple on my chin. It was like a boil, and oh my gosh, and I didn't want to meet anybody. I was like, every time like I was talking to somebody, I was like, "Hi, you know, this is how I felt. I want to be like, nice to meet you." And yeah. So that's how I remember meeting all of Jeff's family. Even the ones that I don't really remember meeting, I met them. After spending a week with Jeff, I had the best time in Chicago. He just told me he loved me. I told him I loved him back. And now I'm in this new relationship. Everything's going great. I mean, it's almost like a fairy tale. You couldn't write it any better. How we met and fell in love and the whole thing. Long distance is very hard, but if you both want it, you can make it work. I really do believe that. I mean, it's not easy, but it will work. Fast forward 5 years later, and I'm still in the same situation. We are still dating. Everything's great, but all I need is a ring. I need that commitment. I need that, you know, forever. I had moved out here to LA, but I'm like, "Okay, buddy, we've been dating 5 years and you're 36 and you still haven't given me a ring." I mean, okay, I'm like, am I crazy, or like, is something wrong with me? Why he doesn't want to marry me? Why is he taking forever? So I start giving like him the pressure. I'm like, if you don't propose, we're breaking up. Like, I'm done. Because believe me, in North Carolina, they'll marry you in a heartbeat.
I'll marry you. I'll marry you.
So if you were somebody pressuring him and writing him comments on his Instagram or Facebook, thank you so much. So I'm like really giving him the pressure, but I know Jeff like really, really almost too well. I know him. And he starts being like weird, taking his phone in the bathroom, his iPad in the bathroom. So one day I called my mom. I'm like, "He's cheating. I know he's cheating on me. Something's going on and I'm gonna find out who she is." That's what I'm telling my mom. And I'm so upset. And I'm like, should I break up with him? And my mom knew that Jeff was proposing to me. So she's trying to calm me down. She's like, oh, Jordan, you're just being crazy this month. You know, he's not doing anything. But poor thing, I had her on the phone for an hour talking to her about this. And I'm like crying, all upset.
You're getting complaints about a woman crying hysterically?
Yeah, you know what? I hear her too, and it sounds like she's having such a hard time.
And she knows that he's got the ring and everything. So the day that he proposed to me, we are on our way to CBS, and I'm thinking that I'm hosting a luxury competition. They had me completely fooled. Everybody knew that works at CBS knew, of course, that I'm getting engaged, and I am ticked. I'm in the car, and I'm like this. And Jeff goes, what's up with the attitude today? And I'm sitting there with him like, oh, nothing's wrong at all. Oh, I'm fine. And really, I'm so mad because he had taken his phone, his iPad in the bathroom. And the reason why he was doing that was because my family was here. And he didn't want, you know, my dad kept texting him like, oh, we're here. And he was scared that I was gonna see it. And, you know, that whole thing, which it all makes sense now. But I feel stupid because I felt really bad because I was being really mean to him the day he proposed to me because I was mad. And so then we go in Big Brother house, luxury competition, we walk out in the backyard and he does it. He told me he had this whole thing planned, what he was gonna say, and he got so nervous he completely forgot everything. No, this is
Come
a
here.
joke.
Love, I've literally been around the world and never found anybody like you in my life. So I thought it was only right.
Is this a joke?
5 years ago, we met here. So I wanted to come full circle. What? And ask you, will you marry me?
Yes. Oh my God, is this?
I'm shaking, love.
I'm shaking.
Do I have to put it on your finger?
I don't know.
Which finger does it go on? Put it on. This is not the end, though, love. This is just the beginning, but I have some more surprises for you.
What?
I wanted to share this moment with someone else.
Shut up, Maggie! Oh my God, Maggie! Hi.
How did she get here, love?
I don't. Is my family here? Is your family here? It was the sweetest proposal ever because he had our families there, my dog, I love country music, Eldredge was there and sang, and it was just beautiful. So now I still, to this day, I apologize. I'm like, I'm so sorry for being so mean to you because the whole time I thought he was cheating, but he bought me a ring and everything. And so now we are planning the wedding. And this is when I need you guys. So that's the whole story. You know, some of you who watched Big Brother that know, some of you who've never watched Big Brother and just now watching this, now you kind of have the rundown of my life, where I grew up, how Jeff and I met, the engagement, and now, you know, we're planning the wedding. I'm excited about doing these videos. I'm really looking forward to your comments, good or bad, and let's get this planning started. Have you been rolling?
I have been rolling, actually.
No. So before we get into all this marriage talk, I forgot what I was supposed to say. He's laughing.
I'm not. I was in the background.
This one. Yeah.
Filming.
Isn't it Ding Dong Ditch? We had this conversation. What did you?
I call it Ding Dong Ditch.
Me too.
Ding Dong Ditch? Bangalore.
Bangalore.
Why did I just say that? Who says that? You. Bangalore. Just a little bit about me. We had this little boy, we made him go, and he was so scrawny, and he just like hid behind the tree. And I remember being like, he's gonna get killed.
Here's your toothbrush. You can't come in the room. You can go brush your teeth and sleep on the couch, or you can't come in here.
You're not gonna be able to use that. All right, take a pic.
Well, I'm actually recording.
Oh. Other side?
Yeah.
Okay, everything look clean. How's my hair?
That's good.
Hey y'all, I'm Jordan Lloyd, and 6 years ago I was living the simple life in my hometown of Matthews, North Carolina.